Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. We are here with another Sims 3 current household. I'm doing my October one finally, which I am so very excited to show you guys. Like, I don't think you guys understand how excited I am to be showing you this video. So if you guys watched my September current household, oh my god, excuse me, you know there was very minimal changes between my August and September current household. That's because I spent 4 weeks in university with one of my Sims, and it's not even the Sim I'm continuing the family with. But I have played this family so much. It looks 180 difference. Like, there's 3 Sims have moved out, 3 new Sims have joined the family. Pretty much every single Sim has had a birthday. A lot has changed. Like, a lot has changed. The house, however, is about 90% the same, and I will say, when the new generation takes over, I am moving them out of this house, so I didn't really get the money to do anything with the backyard. I'll just kind of show you. This house is pretty basic, looks pretty much the same, and then I'm trying to like not show you guys the family quite yet, but okay, it's moving too slow. Just ignore the family for 1 second, okay? All right, this is their backyard. It's pretty basic. It's pretty much always looked like this. I did intend to like make it look better, but we never really had the money. And then we kept having so many kids that, you know, we had to put the money into the kids' bedrooms, you know? So that is that situation. And then now that we are starting to make some more money, I'm saving it for when the heir of the family takes over. So this is gonna be a long introduction. So I'm gonna show you the house very quickly. I'm only gonna show you what has changed. Main level of the house, the only thing that's changed is we no longer needed a nursery. So I did put the potty chair down here just so the toddlers had somewhere to go. And then I bought the potion thing because Mr. Xander was supposed to have mastered his logic skill. He has not. I am a flop. I'm sorry, but I've been trying, okay, I swear. Anyways, that has changed, and then the bedrooms have changed a little bit. This one just changed slightly. There's now a double bed instead of 2 single beds. And then this one is the same, but there's a new person sleeping in here. And then this one, I don't know if this has changed or not, but there is new people sleeping in there as well. So let me actually start off by, you know, going from the beginning. You guys know Xander and Rachel's love story, so I will kind of skip through those really quickly, but you guys can see here that Xander is a freaking elder now. I'm gonna put him in his everyday wear so you guys can see that. Look at this little old man. He's such a freaking cutie. I am obsessed with him. I'm literally obsessed with him. So yeah, he is a freaking elder. His lifetime wish is to master handiness and logic, which, as you saw, he's so close. He just needs another half a skill of logic and he will be there. He'll have completed his lifetime wish. He'll have mastered his logic. Like, it's great. I'm so happy for him. So he is an Aries and an elder. He is 93 days old, which my lifespan is set to 106, and then you can die any day after 106. So he has a guaranteed 13 more days, and we will definitely complete that before 13 days. He likes geek rock music, spaghetti, and the color Irish green. He's a loner, night owl, virtuoso, eco-friendly, and a light sleeper, and he's actually still working in law enforcement. He's never really been a career-driven Sim, which is why he's only level 7. Like I said, he's never really cared too much about being promoted and working his way up as long as he made enough money to support his family. And the only reason I haven't had him retire is because he is the only Sim in this household with like a stable income. So I did keep him just, you know, so we can make some money. Again, you see his skills there, and he is married to his beautiful wife, Rachel. She's so freaking cute. I'm pretty positive I gave her a makeover since the last time you saw her. She's adorable. She was his imaginary friend, so excuse me. All of the kids that they had biologically do have a chance of being imaginary friends. I don't think any of them are, actually, which is crazy. But her lifetime wish was the culinary librarian, which she did complete. She is a Virgo and an adult with 9 days till she's an elder, so she's quite a bit younger than him. Sorry, excuse me. She likes Digitunes, grilled cheese, and the color Irish green. She's rebellious, a natural cook, family-oriented, clumsy, and a dog person. And she is a self-employed painter. Obviously, you can see we have a crazy amount of kids here, and we also have some kids that have already moved out of the house. So she has been very busy and not really been able to focus on work, which is why she's only level 8. Typically at this point in my parents' lives, they would be like mastered, but it is what it is. I didn't really care skill-wise for these Sims. She's a level 8 cooking, level 1 logic, and level 8 painting. Super cute. So they have a bunch of kids, 2 of which no longer live in the house. Our oldest is Mr. Kian, which if you guys want a more in-depth backstory on him, I would go watch last month's current household because that was pretty much all about Kian. So he has since gotten married. He married Cora, which was actually his college girlfriend. A quick little backstory, he was really in love with his high school girlfriend, but he broke up with her. It was a huge mistake. He really regretted it. But then he ended up going to university. He met Cora. He fell in love with her. And then he came home and he was kind of caught in this crossfire because here were these 2 girls that he was desperately in love with, both of them. And I let the game decide what happened. And the game decided that he was going to marry Cora, which again, his university girlfriend. And they have had 1 child together so far, a son named Lewis. So that is our grandson. And then Zeke has also moved out of the house. Zeke was our second child. Rachel did have 2 teen pregnancies. Xander was a teenager for one of them and then a young adult for the second one. Zeke has moved out of the house. He was a very quiet person. I also did send both of them to university. I gave Kian a degree in I think it's technology. Whatever he needed to be in the army, or in the military. And then I gave Zeke a degree in journalism, and he is a self-employed author. Yeah. Or is that journal? I don't know. Either way, he has a job. He was very much so a loner. He didn't really have friends. He did kind of thrive in university. That's where he met his first ever really good friend and where he hooked up with a girl for the first time. And just recently, the game actually gave him a girlfriend. So very exciting for him, very exciting. Now the rest of our kids are still living in the household, so I will show you them. This is Miss Atlas. She was our first adopted child. I'm just going to go ahead and put her in her everyday outfit. This family is very blended with biological and adopted. And I'm going to be completely honest, when it's an adopted sim, it is a pre-made base game sim. For being that, she is so pretty. I genuinely love her so much. And I think if I had waited, I honestly might have continued the family with her if I hadn't done what I did with her already. So anyways, this is Miss Atlas. Last time you saw her, she was either a child or a toddler. I honestly cannot remember. Sorry, that was my dog. He just came running in. She's such a freaking cutie. I'm obsessed with her. I genuinely love her. So her lifetime wish is to be a blog artist, which is reaching level 10 of the social networking skill and creating a 5-star blog. My boyfriend just got home, so we're gonna actually pause on this video and I'll be back in just a minute. All right, anyways, where was I at? We were talking about Atlas. So she is actually a young adult. She just aged up literally today. She should be going to graduation today. So she's a young adult with 30 days till she's an adult. They have 3 of their 7, I think they have 7 kids, are young adults, so I think that's pretty cool. She's a couch potato, insane, clumsy, good, and friendly. I don't know if I've gone over this yet, so she likes the color red, potato and truffle tort, and Digitunes. She's currently unemployed. I don't really know what to do for a job for her. I genuinely see her just working part-time, and that's it. So as far as Atlas's love life goes, because she had a pretty interesting one too, just like her older brother Kian. So Atlas began dating this guy right here named Roy. They were both teenagers when they started dating, but very shortly into dating, Roy became a young adult, and she had just turned a teenager, so there was a very broad age difference there. So she started dating Roy, but she was hooking up with this guy named Franco at the same time. Now, she ended up getting pregnant shortly into her relationship with Roy, and her relationship with Roy was a secret because, again, he was an adult, she was a teenager. It was just, the age difference was too broad for it to be okay. So her relationship with Roy was not known to many people. It was known to her younger sister because do they have a good relationship? We're going to pretend that they have a good relationship because they're supposed to. Anyways, it wasn't known to very many people about her relationship with Roy. So she was secretly hooking up with Franco behind Roy's back, kind of behind everyone's back, when she ended up getting pregnant. Now, she really panicked when she got pregnant because it could have been Roy's baby or it could have been Franco's baby. But because of the whole age thing and having to keep her relationship with Roy a secret, she decided to just tell everyone that it was Franco's baby, and they became dating, and she broke things off with Roy. Honestly, it wasn't a very good relationship anyways. He wasn't a very good boyfriend. He was kind of mean to her. Does she have prom pictures? She does. I believe she went to 2 proms. Oh, that's right. Hold on. We'll get to that in a second. So anyways, she began dating Franco, and then when the baby was born, she kind of started doing the math, and she realized the baby was actually Roy's. So she was dating Franco, and everyone assumed that the baby was fathered by Franco, but he was not. So we're going to skip a few people. This is her son, Aiden. Looks like the freaking devil. He got these super, super bright blue eyes, which I genuinely don't know where they came from because, like, they're Rachel's eyes. But Atlas is adopted, so I don't know where they came from. But anyways, this is baby Aiden. He is a Capricorn and a toddler with 3 days till he's a child. He likes indie music, autumn salad, and the color spiceberry. He's a light sleeper and friendly. Obviously, no skills, no jobs, nothing really too crazy going on here. He's very, very close with his grandmother, so we love that. So yeah, she told everyone, and everyone was under the impression that it was Franco's baby, not Roy's. And then Atlas really just didn't really care for Franco anymore. She kind of was losing feelings for him, and she came to the realization that she was into girls. Now, if that's bisexual or if that's lesbian, she still hasn't fully experienced and figured herself out in that way, but she does know that she is into girls. So she ended up in a very brutal way, which is why Franco really does not like her. She basically was like, hey, by the way, Aiden, this baby that you've been raising as your own for a year, isn't actually yours. It's my ex-boyfriend's, and I'm breaking up with you to start dating Vivian, one of their classmates. So she is currently dating Vivian, and that is who she went to prom with. That was who this picture was with here. So she is now dating Vivian. And again, she literally just became a young adult yesterday. So Vivian's still a teenager, but I think she's only a day or two behind. And I'm actually going to move these two out of the house right after graduation, which is why I'm filming my current household now. I'm going to move these two out and just kind of, the same thing with Kian and Zeke. I'm just going to let the game decide what happens. Does she stay with Vivian? Does she leave Vivian? Does she end up with a man, with a woman? Because now she should be considered, right now she's identifying as bisexual, but she's still trying to figure herself out if she's bi or if she's full-on lesbian, is kind of what she's trying to figure out. So that is Miss Atlas. She was super fun. She was super crazy. I really loved playing with her as a teenager. And again, had she been, had I not made her be a teen parent and had I not planned for someone else to take over, I honestly might be playing with her because she's really cute and I love her story. But I do have someone else in mind, and I have a really good backstory for her. So yeah. Next, we're going to move on to our next child, and this is Miss Freya Cloud. Let me actually have her stand up really quickly. All right, and then girl, make a better face. Okay, let me change her into her everyday wear also. Okay, anyways, moving on. So this is Miss Freya Cloud. This is who I plan to continue the family with. And I have big things in mind for her, but most of them are going to come from when she is a young adult. Obviously, with Xander and Rachel, I was very child-focused with them, so I didn't really focus on them too much. I more so focused on them having kids and then raising their kids the way I wanted. So with Freya, I actually plan on... Obviously, she's going to continue the family, so she is going to have kids. Sorry, my dog's in the room now. But I don't plan on her having kids young like her parents did. I honestly think she'll be either an adult or close to an adult before she has kids. I apologize for that. My boyfriend doesn't know what "don't interrupt" means. Anyways, she's such a freaking cutie. I'm obsessed with her. She is a biological child of Rachel and Xander, but she took after Xander so much. All the other biological kids took after Rachel like 99%, and she took after Xander like perfectly. Also, this is not a great angle because she is so much prettier than that. She's just making a really weird face. Okay, there we go. That's a much... Girl, look at you, model. Anyways, she's super freaking cute. I love her so much. She does not have a lifetime wish yet. I'm still like kind of trying to figure things out with her. But she is a Scorpio and a teenager with only 4 days till she's a young adult. So she's about to start her life, which I'm really, really excited for. She likes country music, veggie burgers, and spice brown. She has photographer's eye, excitable, artistic, light sleeper, and then I might actually make her a vegetarian for her last trait just because, you know, she likes veggie burgers. As for school, she's she's in high school. She's an A student. She has not done her homework yet, but there's no school today because of Atlas graduating high school. For skills, she's a level 2 painting, level 3 writing, and level 1 photography. I just got another work email. Oh my gosh. I have a feeling I'm going to be getting a million work emails. Anyways, yeah, so I got a new job, by the way, if you're wondering why I now have a work email. There is Freya's traits and everything. She's so cute. So, for her little story... She has a boyfriend named Derek, who she has been with pretty much her entire teenage life. They did go to prom together, which I think prom was literally last night, which is why none of the prom pictures are up. This is their prom picture. They're so cute. They're super in love. They just, they're a great couple. My plan with her is to have a long-term, all throughout high school boyfriend, and then they're going to break up when she goes to university, and she's going to have a long-term, all throughout university boyfriend, and then they're going to break up when she moves back home. And my reasoning for these breakups, they're pretty much going to be the same thing. She's going to move away to go to university, and Derek is basically going to beg her, please don't leave, I want to be with you. I'm not gonna follow you to university, and if you leave, we're done. And she's gonna say, well, I'm sorry, but I've wanted to go to this college longer than I've known you, so I'm going. So they're gonna break up for that. And then the boyfriend she's gonna date in university, he's going to be that university town is his hometown, and it's gonna be pretty much the same situation. You know, she's I always knew I was gonna come here, do my 4 years of college, and go back to my hometown, but he's gonna beg her not to stay, please stay in this town and live with me, and let's start our lives together, and if you move back there, I won't follow you, and we're breaking up. And they're gonna break up. And then I actually plan on moving her in with her brother, Zeke. I'm going to have the two of them get an apartment together. And they're going to live together for a while because they're kind of on the same track. Zeke is a writer. She also wants to be a writer, but she's also a painter like her mother. So I'm going to have them live together for a while. And then depending on where Zeke's life is at that point, because again, he has a girlfriend, by the time we get to that point, he might be married with a child. Who knows? So I'm going to have them live together for a while. And then when a younger sibling, I'll tell you which one when we get there, but when a younger sibling becomes a young adult, then I'm going to have her live with that younger sibling, because this younger sibling I also really want to play with, but I just feel like he's too young, and I totally just ruined that now. Now you know which one it is. But I feel like this younger sibling is too young, and by the time we get around to playing with them, I just really, like, I'm ready to move on now. And with Freya, we move on in 4 days. So yeah, that is Freya. I'm super excited. I really love her. I can't wait to see where her life goes. She's super cute. Now, the next one you see here is Cole. And also, Freya spent her entire childhood at a boarding school. She went to like the artistic boarding school. I don't remember what it's called. So the next one we can't click on because he is actually also away at boarding school. This is our second adopted child. His name is Cole. He loves the cold, is evil, absent-minded, and excitable. He doesn't have a whole lot of backstory. He was a very bad child. He was very rebellious. He set traps. He didn't listen to his parents. And as a teenager, he was the same way. He was very rebellious. He was constantly getting in trouble with the law, getting in trouble at school. He was always in detention. He was always grounded. Like, he was just a very bad kid. So he got sent to military boarding school, and that is where he is at. He is, of course, younger than Freya, so he won't be back before I move Freya out. I also never gave him a makeover before he left, so he looks a little wonky, but it's fine. It's totally fine. So yes, he is not a very good kid. Now, after those 5 children were born, there was a pretty large age gap. Xander and Rachel were kind of unsure where they wanted to go as far as more kids. You know, they said, you know, we have our 5. They're all fairly close in age. Let's just give it a few years and see what we want. So after, you know, they adopted Cole, they thought they were done with kids, and then all of a sudden Rachel's like, I want one more, actually. Like, I changed my mind, I want one more kid. So they tried and tried and tried and just could not get pregnant. So they decided, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That's my phone. They decided, they're like, okay, you know, we're trying and trying and trying. We cannot get pregnant. Let's just adopt. It's not new to us. We've done it twice before. Like, let's just adopt a kid. So they ended up adopting Ren. This is the one that I want to play with, but I just think he's too young is the issue. So this is Ren Claus. I also wanted to continue the family with a girl because I want to change the last name. I know that's a horrible reason, but anyways, we've been the Claus family for many, many generations. I think Xander's mother was like our third, even though it doesn't show up in the family tree because we moved towns. Xander's mother was actually like the grandkid of who I started this family with. So I have been playing the same family for a while. Anyways, this is Ren. He's such a cutie. He is our third. Yeah, we had 3 adopted and 4 biologically. So he is our third adopted child. He is, like, I'm just obsessed with him. He's so freaking cute. He is a Leo and a child with only 1 day till he's a teenager. He likes songwriter music, vegetarian, grilled salmon, and the color white. And he's a loner, family-oriented, and virtuoso. And he has one best friend named Megan. I plan on him to marry this girl. Like, they're going to start dating immediately. As soon as they become teenagers, they're going to date all throughout their teenage year. Like, I want them to get married, like, the day they become young adults. Like, you've heard of high school sweethearts. Like, they're going to be elementary sweethearts. If they could be dating right now, they would. Like, that is what I plan for him, and I absolutely love that for him. And then he's also an A student in elementary school, and he has scouting. She does not have after school activities because I wanted to be able to focus on her more. So he's in scouting. Again, doesn't have his homework done. He doesn't really have any skills. I honestly, I want Ren to kind of take the same path as his parents. I want him to get married young and have a really big family, which is why I gave him the family-oriented trait. And it's another reason why I'm not 100% playing with him. Like I said, once he's of age, I do want him to live with Freya for a little bit, but he's going to get married and have babies young. Sorry, I just heard my Alexa going off downstairs. This video is full of interruptions. I want him to get married and have babies young, so he's not going to live with Freya for too long, but I do plan on playing with him a little bit as an adult. So that's Ren. As you can see, there's one more person I have not told you guys about. So, like I said, Xander and Rachel tried and tried and tried for kids for a very long time and just could not get pregnant, so they decided to adopt. As soon as the adoption was final and they got Ren, they ended up finding out they were pregnant. So this is their 7th and final. They are for sure not having any more kids. They also, oh, by the way, their grandson Lewis is the same age as Ren. So they actually have a grandson that's almost a teenager already. Like, they are the same day. So yeah, anyways. So Tegan is their 7th and absolutely their final child. Also, they only have 9 more days, even if they wanted to have more kids. So Tegan, again, does not have a lifetime wish. She's just a child. She's a Capricorn with 4 days till she's a teenager, so only 3 days between the two of them. She likes rap music, fruit parfait, and the color purple. She's a night owl, hydrophobic, and a light sleeper. She's a B student in elementary school, and she is in ballet. Super cool. As you can see here, she has an imaginary friend, and she has the imaginary friend metamorphosis potion. So we are actually going to make her imaginary. I am so sorry. I don't even know where I was at anymore. I specifically told him not to interrupt me, and he interrupted me 3 times in the 20 minutes that I've been filming this portion of the video. So I'm a little irritated. Anyways, I am going to have Tegan make her imaginary friend real. I'm just waiting until Atlas and Aiden move out, just to make the household a little bit smaller, because we already have our 8, and I can have more than 8. I just prefer not to. It just gets a little bit crazy. And I did name him Peter. It is a boy. And with Tegan, I am, again, just going to kind of let the game decide what happens. Tegan and Peter will become teenagers the same day that Freya becomes a young adult. And then same thing with Atlas. I'm going to keep her in the household for a day, have her go to graduation, and then I'm going to take her to university. And then right after university, she's going to move out. So we'll really only get a day with Tegan as a teenager. So I am going to let the game pretty much decide what happens with her and Peter. Do they become romantic? Are they just really good friends? That kind of situation. So I think that's pretty much the whole family. I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here. I hope you look at these two. Look at a mother and her daughter. Literally, Freya is the spitting image of her father. And the rest of them are the spitting image of their mother. It's insane. But I hope you guys enjoyed this current household. If you did, make sure you let me know by giving it a thumbs up, commenting down below, subscribing. You all know the deal. And make sure you stick around to see my November current household and see where Freya is in her life, which is going to be really exciting to see. Yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much, and I will see your lovely faces in my next one. Bye, guys.